All right, we're live. Perfect. So good afternoon, good evening, or morning if you're in the States. I hope you all are well and safe. And I am really excited. So many of you are waiting or have been waiting for this call.
Perfect. So good.
Now I can hear
Evening.
myself. So it's fantastic. Quite a lot of you have come to learn about the results live. And I'm delighted that the results have finally been scored and revealed to us. We've had 10 judges who have shared their scores with us, and almost every single one of them have also sent feedback to every single team. So there has been a lot of work for many of the judges. As you remember, there are 19 submissions, and we've asked every single judge to score them based on the specific criteria that we have outlined earlier. So let me briefly remind you what the criteria are. So originality. Obviously, we would really like to see that there is something original comes out of this hackathon, something that maybe hasn't been done before, or something that has been done, but there is a unique selling point, and it's well outlined. Implementation, and that includes the user experience, ease of use, whether it performs as expected, potential impact of the idea, which I already mentioned is the most important of all the criteria the judges have had to consider. And this is because obviously the context and the situation we find ourselves in, and so it's really important that you have outlined how your product will change lives. And so social impact is hugely, hugely important in here. Technical complexity, because it's been 9 days, obviously not full time, yet still we do expect you to create, to develop some code and show us some complexity in the product. And so this is something that many of the judges have got the expertise to judge on. And we've asked them all to actually look at the code. So the GitHub and the other links that you have submitted have been really helpful. And finally, the ethics, and this is something I've introduced very recently, and it's never really been judged upon in any of the previous of our hackathons. But as you've noticed, we've had quite a number of ethics talks, and this was specifically to really outline the importance of ethics and why things may go wrong, how they may go wrong, and the considerations that we expect you to think about. You know, how could this go wrong, and what can we do to mitigate the risks? And I'm really pleased that many of you have considered, and I have seen the decks with slides where you outline what the risks might be, or how you will deal with issues like privacy and whatnot. So without further ado, I'm going to ask Sarah to just briefly outline how the methodology of the scoring. Sarah was one of the volunteers that have looked at all the results and have added all the scores. So Sarah, do you want to tell us how you did this?
Great.
So there were a few people who've done this to
of
make
course.
sure that's right. And then I'll read the results, and this will be in no particular order. We're not going to reveal any specific scores, but we do have the top 10 teams. Sarah, over to you.
Great. So we handed out a sheet for the judges to fill in, giving a score out of 10 in the topics that Elena previously mentioned. So that was originality, potential impact of the idea, ethics, etc. And each judges would bring in and give a sign and rank those out of 10 depending how well the team had achieved those. So in doing that, we have added up the scores of all of the teams, and we have set them onto a new sheet to see who is in the top 10 by adding up all the scores. So that's the way that we have organized it so far.
And I have seen the judges giving half a score as well as a 0 when they were not sure you have considered any of the ethical risks. And I've also seen one judge who went and gave 9 points to one team, you know, every single criteria. And I was really impressed by the way they've judged and the comments they have given. So every single team will have something to read about the comments from the judges, and hopefully this will help you improve. Now, before I read out the top 10, I just wanted to let you know that those of you that didn't get into the top 10, it really is not the end of your journey. Now, it is not for the first time that we've had so many startups or so many ideas that maybe do not get through to the next round, and yet they go away and they prove us all wrong, or they prove the judges wrong. And this is really not the end of your journey. If anything, I highly recommend that you carry on and you do develop, follow the steps that the judges have outlined or have given you the comments, and really do not stop. Do please carry on working as a team, or if somebody drops out of your team, do it individually. But if you're really passionate about something you are developing, please may this experience not prevent you from continuing your project. Because as I've said previously and many times, every single one of you is a winner. And I enjoyed working with every single team. I tried to keep myself well clear of any one specific team, and I certainly have not been in discussion with any of the judges. I literally left them to their own considerations and devices. So I want you all to know that to me, you all are winners. And I'm saying this, but hand on my heart, I think they say in England. And I really do believe each one of you has succeeded. So the fact that you didn't get to the top 10 means nothing to me, okay? You know how to find me by email or WhatsApp or LinkedIn or Twitter. And if at any point you want me to introduce you to anyone or help you, I will always do that. And many of you know me really well, and many of you have reached out to me for help in so many different ways. And so I'm happy to continue mentoring you and do what maybe others may not have the time to do, okay? Because this is really my thing. I'm always out there looking for young people who I can help further and really help them achieve more. So as I've already mentioned in Discord, every single one of you will have a chance to attend CoWA festival for free. It's one of the biggest and best festivals that happens across Europe in AI, robotics, and cutting edge technology. And so I absolutely would encourage you to all go and get those tickets if you haven't done so already, but I have posted the details on in Discord channel. Please do apply, get your tickets, and be there, because there is a lot more you will learn from top experts from across the world. I think there will be more than 500 speakers inspiring you into AI and ethics. So please don't forget about this opportunity, and this opportunity is available to all of you, whether it's a mentor or a participant. And we do have a specific stage called Generation Z stage, where some of you, maybe one team or maybe certain individuals that Tabitha will have chosen soon, who will participate in Generation Z stage, which is a great privilege and honor to express your views and your thoughts on what's really happening in the world of AI, particularly now in terms of COVID. And so something else I really wanted to go through, because kind of just before we've gone live, Sarah and I have been looking at some of the survey results, and and it was really I loved reading your comments, and I thought it would be really nice to just go through some of them. Sarah, do you want to start with the
let's
how do you feel about the statements?
I think everyone seemed to be like really satisfied and agreed with like basically all the statements. It was great to see that they really enjoyed our speakers and the content that we had been producing. So it's really nice to see that you guys out there like listening and being part of the event really enjoyed yourselves, and that you achieved your objective like in the hack. So that's always great to see.
So 90% of you have said you have achieved your objectives for attending this event. So I'm really happy. That means I haven't wasted my time, my 4 weeks of preparing for this. So that's amazing. What else have you? found?
So we have some objectives of different responses. They range from improving leadership skills to just learning and having fun, wanting to learn about different opportunities in AI, and solving real world issues. So we always like to see that. In addition, there was the statement which was at the end of this hackathon, I have, and our most popular answer was developing something cool. So I hope you're all proud of everything that you've made so far. As long as you're proud of it and you've enjoyed your journey with it, like you should all be very proud of yourselves because you definitely developed some cool stuff. I was looking through some of the ideas that you guys have produced, and I myself really enjoyed it and can see a lot of people around me and that I know also using them.
I can see many of you have struggled with the time. So the question, what have you found most challenging, is time management, working in a team, asking questions, the AI part. So that was really challenging. And in terms of the favorite workshops, I can see many of you really enjoyed Samira's talk, Mandy's, and the ethics talks. The one ethicist from Montreal. So I will definitely tell him that he enjoyed his talk. That was amazing. And the most popular challenges, interestingly, none of you wanted to solve environment. So yeah.
What?
Greta Thunberg would be heartbroken. We are not going to tell her because I did actually invite her to judge the hack, and now I'm happy she didn't accept the invitation. Well, she just never responded to my email. But I think she probably would not have been that happy had she seen that none of the teams wanted to touch environment. But I can see many of you really were strongly felt about sort of health and well-being and education, and that doesn't surprise me at all. So what would be next? What else did you find, Sarah?
So I think we also found out that everyone who has done the survey so far believes that AI, machine learning, coding can really make a difference to the world we live in. So that's like really nice to see, and that they feel confident that they can make a difference to the world. So that's a little nice note.
And have your skills improved in these areas? I can see many of you have improved in your teamwork and in your organization, project management, which is great. These are fantastic skills to improve on. I expected nothing less. And how do you feel about these statements? Everyone said yes to I believe that AI machine learning can make a difference. I feel confident I'm able to design solutions for a problem. I feel that I can make a difference in the world. Most of you have said yes. That's amazing. I have developed skills that I will use again. And lastly, I would like to learn more about AI machine learning. And again, the majority of you have said yes, which is absolutely brilliant. So after the hackathon, I would say my top 3 tech-based skills, coding. So 60% of you have improved on your coding and on your research, on design thinking again. So that's really brilliant. And I can see that 68% when we asked you what you would like to do now or in the future, you said 68% have said that you would like to go to university. But I know we do have a percentage that are already at university, but I can see many that you want to go to university. And when we asked you what would you like to study at university, 72% of you have said computer science. Very interesting. And 56% have said AI.
However, we do have a grand variety. We have people who want to go into politics, marketing, medicine, economics, law, dentistry even. So there's definitely a range.
Quite a range, very diverse. And you just see.
I think another question which is really nice is like how you describe the hackathon to your friends and families. Some people said it was very fun and enriching opportunity. It was an eye-opener experience for your knowledge and the importance of learning from other participants and mentors. A very fun experience was a lot of our responses for that question, but also a challenge.
So we haven't had a chance to analyze these surveys properly. So there is one question I would really love to know, whether you preferred in virtual or in person. That I haven't got clarity yet, because many of you have said both or either. It's difficult for us to gauge at this point in time. And again, on the question, what would you change? Some of you have said we want it longer. Some of you have said we want it shorter. And yeah, so it's difficult for us to say at this point in time, but we are going to analyze all of this data, and hopefully some of you who still have not responded to this survey will be able to share some of your reflections with us, so that we can make our next one even better. And so with this, usually I ask for a drum roll, and I don't really know how to ask for a drum roll on an online sort of live stream. Can people do some drum roll? Like, can I see some?
I think we can see like some clapping on the live chat. If
okay. Amazing. Yeah, I like to hear some drum roll and some expectation before I announce the top 10. But okay, I'm not gonna torture you and make you wait any longer. So, guys, this is in no particular order. Okay, I'm not going to reveal the top scores or anything. They're in hundreds. You know, some of you have got as far as 300 plus the scores. But the margins are very small, but the top 10 teams are there, and that's what the 10 judges have decided upon. And all we did was just put together all the scores. And I promise you, I did not take away any of the points that I threatened I would if you did not remove the private details of yours outside of away from DevPost and YouTube. I know I said it this morning because I really did want you all to alter and edit your entries, because it's really, really important that your data is private. And maybe next time I will ask somebody to come and do a talk on privacy and on data and on how to keep yourself safe, because you all are under the age of 18. And I want to make sure that, and I know parents will definitely agree with me. So if there are any parents, please let me know if you agree with me or not. But I want to make sure you're all safe. And when I saw every team almost had their first name, their surname, their email addresses out there, I was terrified. I really was terrified, and I had to act very swiftly. And so when I asked you all, please can you all remove, and everyone ignored, I had to do what I have to do every now and then. And trust me, this happens very rarely, but it seems to work, the carrot and stick method. And so this morning, I know quite a few of you were in panic, immediately editing what I've asked you to remove 5 days ago. So, but I'm glad you all did. I'm really happy, having checked all of your submissions, that there is, no private data that could put you in danger and at risk. But if you do find anything that is still revealing, please either remove your entire submission or whatnot. I don't mind, but I just want to make sure that you're all safe, and an event like this does not compromise your safety. Okay, so particular order.
We have a drum roll from the audience.
Oh, we did?
So, yeah, the comments are rolling. So whenever you're ready.
Okay, I am ready. I'm ready to announce. I'm happy you're there actively drum rolling. Okay, so in no particular order, okay, please. Alex News, well done. The second, AI Maze. Next one is CoWA or CoWA. I don't know. It's COWA, Health and Mental Health. Next up, AI Can Help. Next, MoodSmart. Next, Bridge for Good. Next, HyperHelp. Next, All In. Next, OLFA, Online Learning for All. And last but not least, Hopeful Home. Okay, so these are the 10. I really hope you got them. I am obviously going to post them again in Discord, because I know some of your mentors would not have been able to join you, so that you can go into Discord and celebrate it with your mentors. Like I said, those of you who did not get in, this is really not the end of your journey. And as many of the speakers have told you, there is no such thing as failure. There is only your lessons that you where you learn from. And so take it as a way, as a next step for you to learn from an event like this. What could you have done to make it better next time? So please don't stop here. Carry on. And you know where to find me if you are passionate about the product you're developing. I will be very happy to help you. Okay. And I know there will be some of you who will be really upset. And I am upset as well that I can't take all 19 through. But competitions are there for a reason. And so the judges have decided, and the scores have been revealed. All we did, like I said, is add them up. So I really hope that you take this really lightly, because it's really not the end of your journey. So to those of you who have gone through, congratulations. You have another 4.5 days to complete, to listen to what the feedback is from the judges, to regain that momentum, speak to your mentors. If for whatever reason you don't have a tech mentor or a design thinker anymore, because they are committed and they have life of their own, please message me and I will find you a mentor. Okay.
We will also be sending you back the feedback from the judges, so you'll be able to discuss those in your teams and know what you should be working on and what you want to look forward to in the next 4.5 days that you have left of the competition.
Yeah. So this evening, what I would do, or this morning, afternoon, wherever, that depends on where you are. The first thing I would do is really get back to Discord, celebrate with your team, pat yourself on shoulders. Well done to you all. Say hi to your mentors again and thank them for their support, and ask them whether they do have any time at all over the next 4 days. What I'm trying to understand today and tomorrow is whether we have enough support to help you, because ideally I would like to offer you some experts who are in that field of the product that you are developing. Secondly, I would still like there to be a design thinker to help you go back to your users and try and test whatever you have developed and iterate, and go back again and listen to what they have to say about that product that you're developing. I still want there to be a tech mentor. So if you don't have a tech mentor, please let me know. And in terms of business coaching as well. So as I've told you already, my role in all of this is that of a master. It's a chess game for me. So my strength in all of this, in this entire game, is strategy. So what I will do is I will reach out, if I have to my network, and ask for help on your behalf. Or I will do what I often do, is ask you to go and boldly ask for help, because if anything, in the last 9 days, what you should have learned what to do and how to do is ask for help and ask questions, right? So if you need specific expertise or specific mentors, you can also go on LinkedIn or other networks and see if you can find somebody who can help you. And that is what I would strongly encourage you to do. And that in itself is a task, and if you succeed, and that's brilliant. But for me, I can definitely support you by offering more helpers. And at this stage, I will try and find out if the mentors who have been assigned to your team can still support you. And if not, we could do a bit of a reshuffle and get you the support that you need. So I hope you go back to Discord to celebrate. Those of you that are not in the top 10 teams, please do support the others as well. And I wish you a very good evening. And I hope you're all happy with the results, because like I said, it's not to the end of the journey, it's only the beginning. And we're all in it together. It's only another 4 days. We will have a live demo day where we will have every single team pitch live to the judges. Hopefully the process until now have taught you many things. And if anything, you've all been practicing how to pitch. And I think you will all do incredibly well. But we're here to support you. And I will be on Discord channel 24/7, as you know, or I will try. And if not, there are many other mentors who are here to support you as well. So on this note, Sarah, unless I missed anything, we can close the live stream.
Yeah.
Go back to the Discord and post the judges' feedback so that everyone can study and read. And have I missed anything?
Great. No. So just congratulations to all the teams that have gone through to the next round. And to the teams who haven't, like, if you're passionate about your project, keep working on it. I'm sure a lot of you could go far if you just put the effort and you believe in what you're creating. So that's all from me.
Okay, amazing. So I'll see you in Discord.
Bye. Everyone.
Bye.